of our day. So I do want to jump in and talk a bit about this energy portal, the 555. So it's worth mentioning that every single year we have a couple of energy portals we experience every single year. And this 555 is not one of those portals that we experience every single year. This is one of those energy portals that we'll experience this year and maybe the very odd other year. Um, so it's not one we experience regularly, and that gets talked about a huge amount. Our 8-8 Lionsgate is one that we experience every year. Also, our 10-10 and our 11-11 are energy portals we experience every year. And I always used to work with the 12-12 energy portal every year as well. However, I would say the last couple of years, I have more been focused on the December solstice. That energy seems to be a real big pivotal point, and it seems to, just the last few years, overshadow that 12-12 energy, in my opinion. So I've been more focused on connecting with that solstice energy in December more so than the 12-12 energy, which is still an energy portal we experience every year, but everything seems to be really going, I suppose there's still heightening energy that goes towards that December solstice energy portal kind of energy that we have. So that tends to be more of my focus. So, am I cutting in and out? Is anyone else having trouble with the live? I know we've had a storm go over not too long ago, and my internet is often a little bit slow. Is anyone else having troubles with the live? Laura, is it looking good where you are, honey? Can you comment for me? Yeah. Oh, cool. All right. It might just be the storm where you are, Tashi. Sorry, honey. Might be worth watching back again if it gets too choppy. Maybe watch it back again later. Thanks, girls. Beautiful. So let's get into this 555 energy. So this Wednesday for us here in Melbourne, we'll be experiencing this 555 energy. Now, 5 in numerology is very connected to freedom, to progressive thought, to action, to being fearless, to kind of being on an adventure. That kind of energy is very 5 energy. And of course, we've got 555. That 5 energy is repeated with this date. And this is really going to bring a dynamic energy. It's really going to turbocharge any kind of change energy. So it's kind of like really strong energy for being able to manifest and create. A bit like, I suppose you'd experience or think about a full moon where we can create anything. But on the 555, this is going to be a powerful time to put any energy behind any of your hopes and dreams, things that you really want to create and manifest in your life. This is going to be a time to put some energy behind that. Now, remembering with the 5, freedom is one of its big key energies, I guess. And freedom is wonderful. You know, those of us that don't like to be pinned down, that like to be able to make choices and do what we want to do, have the freedom to say what we want to say and do what we want to do. But freedom's only really good if it is constructively used. So if we're just randomly doing whatever we want to do and randomly saying whatever we feel like saying at the time, that can actually be quite detrimental to us. So remember, this is about being really focused in your manifesting. Don't just kind of randomly pick something to put some energy towards, because it's going to be really turbo powered for our creating and our manifesting. And we've got the freedom to be able to really focus our energy wherever it is that we want, wherever our heart desires. It's really important to think about it. That's why I really wanted to get this Facebook Live done in a few days out from this portal, so that you've got time to think about what is it I really want to put my energy into on the 5th. what is it that really speaks to me that I really want to put some energy behind, and really be focused about it so that it can really create some great momentum for you in your life. Now, as part of that 555 energy, if we add up 5 plus 5 plus 5, like we do in numerology, that actually breaks down to 15, and then we would break it down even further into 6. So 1 plus 5 is 6. And 6 energy also brings an energy of responsibility. It brings an energy of balance, and it also brings an energy of working from a place of love. So really, this is about taking responsibility for our choices on the 5th. It's also about loving ourselves enough to really go after them and to put our energy behind them and to take action about them as well. Don't just leave them as hopes and dreams, but really put some energy and some action into creating those hopes and dreams that you would like. Does it have additional impact if you're a 5 birthday? Um, I'm not sure if it would. It could, Emma. I'm really not sure. You'll have to see, I guess. Go into it with that mentality that it's going to be extra powerful for you. Why not? Because that's only going to be positive by having that kind of focus, my darling. So why not? Um, so really think in the next couple of days and even tonight, what is it that you want to put your energy into? Have you been talking about that you want a new job? You're just not happy where you are. Have you been talking about making a change maybe where you live, that, that's something that's important to you? Is there a relationship that you're not happy with? So you can put your energy into whatever area that really speaks to you. Maybe focus on an area that you really felt unhappy about for a little while, um, and really start to make that really shift and change. You don't have to see the total end, that end game of what it is that you want it to look like. You just have to know this is what I want to change, and you can put it out to universe that, maybe it's your job. This is what I need to change. I'm really not happy with my job. I'm really not sure what I'd like to do instead, but I'm really not happy with what I'm doing with my job. And please, universe, help guide me and support me to, a job where I'm more supported, where I'm more valued, where I really enjoy the people and the environment and what it is that I do. Like, it can be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be, I know 100% what job I want, and I'm not happy. I'm not anywhere near that now. So know that you can work that way with that change as well. Just Alison says, anything on health or new business adventure? Well, exactly. You can certainly put energy into that, Alison. This Wednesday on the 5th, that's the time to put your energy behind that as well. And Tashi's asking, can you kids stuff for positive change? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. This is about change for anything. So you could encourage the kids to, what is it, if there was something that needed to change, what would it be for you, and have a bit of a chat to them. Or you could do some manifesting for the whole family. You could do some manifesting just for you personally. It's on any level that you feel there needs to be some kind of change, or that you want to create some kind of new beginning and new momentum, that's what you would focus on. And if you're looking at things going, do you know what, I'm pretty happy with my life the way it is, there's nothing that I really want to change, well, maybe just put some positive energy into all of that continuing, all the things that you love and cherish, just kind of continuing to blossom and be really positive and stress free and all of those wonderful things. So, you can certainly make that your focus and that you're manifesting that you want to do as well. So, as part of the manifesting, once you've kind of thought about what it is that you would like to put energy behind, I would encourage you to really try and knuckle it down to maybe one or two areas. I wouldn't go too crazy and like have a whole list. If you've got a lot of things you want to change or that you want to, create new energy with, try and prioritize it and maybe pick one or two, the top priorities. Because if we put our energy out in too many places, It's much better, you'll get much better results if it's more focused rather than I'm putting lots of energy out into everything. Okay, so try and really knuckle down as what's the one or two areas you'd really like to put energy towards change in your life if you've got lots of areas. So we can do any kind of manifesting. You might decide that you're going to just do lots of journaling about what is the vision that you have for that, if you have a vision. Even just writing about this is where I'm not happy, this is what I'd really love, these aspects, these key things is what I'd really love to have as part of this change. So like I was talking about before with your job, what things would you like to be in that job without specifically saying, I want this specific job title, this role. What elements would you appreciate in it? Having a nice environment, a caring environment, all those kinds of things. Really knuckle down and maybe do some journaling on that, because that can be a really powerful manifestation, a way to create that. You might look at doing something like a vision board. I find they're really powerful to create, help put energy behind whatever it is that you're wanting. And with vision boards, we can kind of do a vision board that has lots of areas in our life that we've got, goals and vision for, or we can focus it into one area. So, you might be, I'm using work as a good example. It might be, yep, I want to change my job and have things that represent all of those elements that you'd really value having in that new job. So that can be a way to do that manifesting. You might do a spell. So you might do something. I love doing simple candle magic is one of my favorite kinds of magic. So you could charge up a candle with all of those, that what does it feel like to have that change? What does it look like? What are the elements that you can see and envision as part of that change? And charge your candle up with that. And then burn your candle and let it burn all the way down. I have got a spell that's specific for putting energy behind your desires. That's on our online Book of Shadows on Mystical Dragons website. So I do have one that's there that's very specifically, that outlines everything that you would need to be able to do that if you're interested. So jump on there as well. So honestly, any kind of manifesting that you want to do some affirmations that are specifically honed in to that energy if you want. And also remember that we manifest through what we think about, what we speak about, and what we do something about. So it might be a day to actually start taking some action towards whatever change it is that you're wanting as well, like physical action. Make some definite decisions. Maybe pick up the phone and start making some phone calls in relation to whatever it is, or start doing some research behind whatever it is that you're wanting to change. So these are all things that we can definitely do that will have a lot more energy on May the 5th. So I've just got a couple of questions I'll quickly read. Bronze just asked, is there a better time on the 5th? It doesn't, honestly, it doesn't matter. Essentially from, midnight on the 4th, or, like a minute past midnight, right the way through till midnight on the 5th, you've got that opening, that energy portal is open, and that energy is going to be streaming in and being really, that's your time of turbocharged energy. So any time that you can make the space to be able to do some of that manifesting, as long as it's within that time period, that's when you'll find that the energy is most potent. You've really essentially got 12 hours, I guess, 24 hours to do that, to work on that. I've been getting 555 for the last few days. Well, I would definitely see that this is potent energy that you need to work with then, Monica. Definitely, take a hold of this and work with it for sure. Great. Beautiful. No problems. Now, also, our beautiful Laura from Amethyst Light Therapies is actually holding one of her really potent meditations at 8 p.m. on May the 5th, on the 555. And it's really specifically, she's intuitively doing this one. She's using her vocal toning and her singing bowls, and it's very specifically to work with this 555 energy as well. I think some of it is to help you clear any of the blocks that are kind of holding you back from some of the change that maybe you've been wanting as well. And being that we're in waning moon energy at the moment, because we haven't long had our full moon, clearing blocks will also be this will be a potent time for that too. You may have already started to feel this energy build that's been going on. I was just checking my phone earlier, and we have had a Schumann resonance spike on the 30th of April, on the 1st of May, and we are actually in the midst of one at the moment that started Australian Eastern Standard Time. I think it was around 4 o'clock this afternoon, and last I checked, it was still going. If you're not 100% sure what that means, I have a separate video. Check Mystical Dragons YouTube channel for that, which is on Ascension, and I talk a bit about the Schumann resonance, but it certainly helps to heighten the energy. So this will be a way universe is helping to build the energy towards this energy portal that we're going to experience. So like I said, here in Australia, it's on Wednesday. It's May the 5th, wherever you are in the world. We're all going to experience this energy. Start thinking now about what change it is that you really want to put some energy behind so that you can really embrace it and utilize it, to the best possible way for you. So that's about it for me tonight, gang. I hope this has been helpful to kind of get you in the right frame of mind, in readiness for Wednesday. It seems that universe is really providing us with lots of things to help really push the energy up. So, if you're feeling a bit wiped out and sore, getting headaches, aches and pains, all those wonderful things that we can often experience in this heightened energy, please do make sure you're looking after yourself. I find things like selenite is a great crystal, golden tiger's eye is a great crystal while we're being hit by lots of energy at the moment. You might find some more grounding crystals might work good, or what might work well for you. Sorry, I'm brain dead after yesterday's busy day. So, do take care of yourself, salt baths, do some grounding, rest as much as you can in this huge amount of energy we're experiencing at the moment. And I really hope that you get to do something a bit special on the 5th for you, that personally makes sense for you. Please know that you are worth whatever change it is that you're considering. You are worth putting the time and energy in, and that you deserve really wonderful things. And you can create anything that your heart desires. So sending out loads of blessings to you all. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight, and I'm sure I will touch base with you guys all soon. Lots of love to you all. Thanks, guys.